What's been taking up your headspace? Is it your job? Is it your relationship? Is it even schooling? Maybe it's just all your problems. Whatever it is, it's controlling your life. In this video, I want to discuss how your thoughts dictate your life and prevent you from living from your center, the best life possible. Whatever thought is on your mind is making choices for you, and you believe you're the one making the choices. But that's not true. Whatever event is on your mind, it's dictating your life. And you think that you're making the choices, but you're not. So today I actually had something scripted up for this particular video. And interestingly enough, life gave me an experience that really shows the example of what I want to discuss. So today, I was at work, and for the past few days, I've really been working on practicing for a welding cert just to add to my repertoire. Well, today I've been practicing, and I got to the point where I felt comfortable enough to actually test for it. It was down to the last 45 minutes of the day. I knew I had to get it done in order to pass. So I put a little bit of pressure on myself, but I felt pretty confident in it. Well, during that time, feeling so confident and knowing being rushed, I actually ended up screwing up somehow. When I was finished, I was highly disappointed, just completely unsatisfied with the results. And it was only one mistake on there, but it wasn't going to pass. That means that I don't have another opportunity for 2 more weeks to get that certification. So feeling angry inside at myself, I started kind of just getting down on myself. I ended up packing up all my stuff and cleaned up for the day and left. On my way home, I just kind of sat there and ruminated about that weld. I was like, well, maybe it was because of my eye, like I got issues with that. Maybe it was whatever. I just kept on pointing the blame everywhere else. But then next thing I noticed, I started getting into just like looking negatively at relationships in my life. And then it just kept on going and going and going. And at one point, I just stopped and I was like, I don't like how I am thinking. Like, this is really consuming my thoughts, and it's starting to make my emotions start to flare up a little bit. So, on that moment, I ended up looking back at my thoughts, and I was like, man, I'm super critical right now. And that was the moment that I had that aha moment. I knew that through all the anger and the frustration, the disappointment, all of it, it was my criticism that was controlling the entire event just because I felt unsatisfied and didn't achieve what I really wanted. So, with that being said, I want to go into this little chart right here behind me. So, we see our thoughts, these are the things that we do or things that we think, then our emotions, what we feel, leads into behavior, the actions we take. So you can kind of see that they're all intertwined. So when you have a thought, it usually leads to an emotion. That emotion typically leads to a behavior, and then it leads to another thought, and the cycle continues to go any direction. So what I did in that moment, after feeling all of my anger that just kept on building, and leading to more thoughts, me being in the car on my way home prevented me from actually performing a behavior, although I did want to. So this got canceled out. So I was just running between thought and emotion. So that moment when I decided to look at my thoughts and my emotions and dictate, I was like, hey, I don't like this. This doesn't feel right. So that's when I kind of corrected the thought, and then the emotion instantly stopped. So I interrupted that thought pattern before anything even was able to happen for that matter. So when we are in our heads or in our hearts, whatever the case may be, if we can stop that behavior before it's happening, we're actually one step closer to actually living from our center. Because if our thoughts and our emotions are controlling us, then we're kind of off kilter and we're not going to make the best choices. I mean, we've had plenty of examples where things just didn't go where they should have gone. So if we can interrupt the behavior, then we can actually start to pay attention to our thoughts and our emotions. Emotions tend to be overridden through other forms, but if we can stop and look at our thoughts, have a moment of calm, just paying attention. When I stopped, said I didn't like it, and then I found out, oh, I'm being critical. I actually found the source of the problem is that I was just being critical. Me not getting that welding cert wasn't the end of anything. Actually, it doesn't even matter. It was just my own desire to have it, my own sense of achievement. And I put stress on myself for not getting it. So it actually kind of taught me a huge lesson on my way home today is that I don't need to be so critical of myself. And that inner critic is actually the one controlling my life. It's not me. I can just let it go. Hey, it's not that big of a deal. At the end of the day, I have another opportunity. So I really want to get to the point of like, next time that your emotions are going crazy, your thoughts, you just keep on getting in that loop. That loop is insane. And it does make you want to make some sort of behavioral action to resolve the feeling, to resolve the thoughts. If you can stop that, pause for a moment, dissect your thoughts, and see where it's coming from. Most of the time, you'll find out that there's something else controlling, and then you got something else to look at. When I was able to stop, it gave me a lot more answers, and it actually put my heart at peace. And I didn't cause any more problems because the things that I was thinking, I could have caused some problems. And I'm glad that I was able to stop and interject, intervene, and really see what was going on. Now I have another story to tend to, the inner critic. So I know we all have situations. I just thought this was the perfect example to kind of break things down. That thoughts definitely affect your emotions, that affect your behaviors, and vice versa. So knock one of them out, first being behavior, and then you get to focus on the other two. You'll end up living a more satisfactory life and you can bring more harmony into it. And believe me, we definitely want to have more harmony and joy in our life instead of living from some frantic thought and emotion that's running rampant, especially when it's something that may be from our past that's still controlling us. So, thanks for watching. And if you liked what you've seen today and felt that the information was knowledgeable, please give my channel a subscribe and hit the like button. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.